Welcome to the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. Boy, the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Buckeyes will put total leather and will get started. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. He leaves it with the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll leave it with him. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were...
And that ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do now. Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They go to the ground. Obliterates him, still on the move. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they're able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Turner. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Trying to pick it up on the ground. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. The play action fake. Trying to get to, unleashes one deep. And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play.
Well, this defense has been outstanding in coverage early in this game. We're just in the 1st quarter. Of course, they already have an interception. They should have had their 2nd right there.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. They'll run the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down.
4th and short means I'm going for it nowadays. You see it all over college football. Everybody's using analytics and saying, I'm going to take my chances going for it rather than punting. So great job by the defense, but you better get that next play ready.
And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. The errant 45-yard field goal try sets them up with the football on their own 28. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, maybe.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wide out in motion. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He makes the connection. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these 3rd downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. Beautiful.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Across the 25, he's got room. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Ohio State 7, Florida State 0.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run play action. Blasted as he lets it go. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation of the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Trying to punch it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, no!
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
and he makes the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Wisconsin is ahead early inside Camp Randall, but that's not exactly Ron Dane out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 7 over Miami. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Pocket starts to collapse, and they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Offensive players know where the ball is going. Defensive players don't. Great job by the DB adjusting to the football, seeing it, playing the wide receiver, and making sure he can't catch the football.
Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. The give out of the gun. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Off the play fake. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the Horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
He's got it down the right side. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
They ran it on first down, now on second. They'll try the run. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on third and short. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, how about that play call? Third down, turn it around, hand it to the big fella, your fullback, and he does the work to get the first.
The Seminoles getting set on first and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll take a shot. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves him in 2nd and manageable.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. They get to him as he throws. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Proctor. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Oklahoma was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Sooners performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Complete downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Give to the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it away to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Got a man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, this offense did a lot of good things there in the first half. It wouldn't surprise me if they punt this one away after that incompletion on third down. They do have the lead. I think you've got to put some trust in your defense here to not give up any points and get you the ball back.
He gets a block. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get them on the ground like they did right here.
This is a point where you've just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Little touch pass to the receiver. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it over the middle. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly, can push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
They want to just keep throwing it. Unloads to the wideout. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
Looking to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Turner. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
And the Seminoles get enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
The Noles have this offense rolling. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Wants to pass. Looking deep. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
First down for this offense. Power football with the run. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional, and they're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They believe they can run right here. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting.
He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions, and just carving this defense up.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Ohio State 35, Florida State 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On second down, he'll let it fly. A strike downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call, really nice execution.
Lost one deep down the right side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. At the 35, he's loose. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And what a play call. You could feel maybe a little bit of aggressiveness, this defensive line flying upfield. What do? Throw a screen right behind it, get it to your running back, let him do the rest, chew up some yardage, and make the big play for the offense.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. He'll take it himself. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, gigantic implications in this top 15 battle today, and check out what's going down. On Wisconsin, they're darn near perfect offensively today, almost exactly the way they drew things up in practice. They're up 14 over Miami. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Hand off from the shotgun. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
working the middle. It's complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll try to run for it. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on second down. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying play action. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
A third and long coming up here. They want to throw it. They've got the screen set up. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down, and much more. Really good execution by this offense.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. The give to the tailback. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground. You're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
And the Florida State offense will take over 1st and 10.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Proctor. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Feeling some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
At the 13-yard line. Third down coming.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Turner. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And the Noles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll put the tight end in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll go to the air. He looks that one in nicely. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
The quick out. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet.
And it's always interesting when you get into this garbage time and if it really matters or if it doesn't. And depending on who you talk to, it matters. But that's a big passing play. They just needed a lot more of those in this football game so they could score some points because this offense, it was a disappointing day.
Pushes toward the goal line. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
And you try to sneak this in here, right? 3rd down, kind of manageable situation. Not too far, not too short, where maybe I can throw the football, but I sneak that draw on their defense in. No, sir. I'm ready for that. Stuffs them on the 3rd down.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on down.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock, and get the W.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.